Yo, what's happening, man? Welcome back to another episode of the greatest podcast on earth. And today I'm drinking a special wine. Shout out to everybody that pulled up, man. I'm gonna get right to it. I'm not gonna even I ain't gonna even mess around today. So the whole topic today is about my thoughts on why Kamala lost. Why Kamala lost. Why did she lose? I think it's several reasons she lost. Um, I think for years, and listen, I'm not trying to make this political. Whoever you voted for, I voted for, no matter the party. Whoever you voted for, I voted for. I don't need y'all coming on here crying, moaning, and fussing with me. I swear to God, I will block you. So we're going to get right into this, and I'm going to just give my thoughts on why I thought I'm a bonehead ass comedian. So don't take anything I say serious or for facts, but these are just my thoughts of why I believe that Kamala and the Democratic Party lost. Number one, I think they overvalued legacy media. And what I mean by that is legacy media is dead. Do you understand me? Nobody cares. These TV shows, these movies, these fucking so-called celebrity, nobody cares anymore. When you give everybody a phone and you give everybody access to be famous, when everybody is famous, nobody is famous. So when you go to get the celebrities and you get people twerking and dancing and doing all this shit and rappers, black people no longer care about that. They don't care. Now, y'all can come over here and say what you want, but the fact is, we see who won. So, like I said again, my ass is here to give my thoughts on why I believe she lost. Megan Thee Stallion twerking on stage won't lower the grocery bill for the old black lady that gets 5 items and got to pay $100. So that didn't work. Plies crying out all day and night. It didn't work. It didn't work. Relying on legacy media and relying on so-called celebrities going into the future no longer matters. Because when everybody has a phone and everybody can be famous, guess what? Nobody's famous. And fame within the last, especially this year, being famous is taking a huge dive. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. Through the years, black people have always lined up. We have been loyal. Blacks have always been loyal to the Democratic Party. I'm from the south side of Chicago, born in Illinois, straight blue, bleed blue. But what has been the outcome of that? And I just think that people got tired and they revolted. And now I don't think and then furthermore, I don't believe that this can be blamed on black men. They want to blame this shit on black men. How can you blame this loss on black men? What does that say? Are you saying that black men are nothing more than political pawns? Because that was the message, that was how it was received. That black men are nothing more than political pawns, and when have people twerk and you have the street rapper come tell us who to vote for, we just gonna line up and hold hands and vote and sing a song as you disappear after the election, which has been the play over and over again. I find it shocking that people were surprised about this loss. I'm just going to be honest with you. I saw the ground swell. I even watched I watched Kamala on Club Shay Shay and I watched Trump on Rogan. And when I knew it was over, When Trump did Rogan, he had like 48 million views or something in 2 days. When she did Shay Shay, it took like a week to get to like 1.4 million. I think they undervalued like internet and the media. Like this is what's happening now. Everybody's, like I say, when everybody's famous, nobody's famous. So, you know, in funding two proxy wars, it's just people are struggling. People in Chicago, black people in Chicago, black people in New York, black people in California. People can't buy homes. Prices is high as shit. So, I mean, what do you do? And I get a lot of texts. I got a lot of texts this morning saying we'll be going back to slavery, this, that, whatever. Like the man wasn't president 4 years ago. Like, why weren't we slaves then? Now, like I said, I'm not making this political. I voted for whoever you voted for that is watching this. I'm not on either side, but I'm just really calling out just the truth. Just the truth. I just don't think they listen to the people. I don't think they were in the streets really listening to the people. And listening to the people is listening to the working guy, listening to the working man. They got to get his ass up every day, bust his ass to try to take care of his family. And I believe that that vote was taken for granted. And they're looking at these celebrities who make millions and billions of dollars and they're laughing because these celebrities try to come on the level like they're hurting or like groceries and gas prices affect them when in reality they don't. And people saw through that shit a mile away. 2024 and going into the future, as Cat Williams said on Club Shay Shay, this is the year of truth, right? This 2024 is the year and going into the future of where the digital media and the internet will cause us to all be transparent. You can't hide, you can't lie. Everybody literally sees through everybody. That's why I've never lied. I don't front, you know what I mean? I tell you where I'm from. I told you my profession as a pharmacist, as a comedian. I'm going to tell you I'm not a street guy. I'm going to tell you I'm going to call the police on you. I'm going to tell you I'm going to try to get you locked up if you fuck with me. And I'm a law abiding citizen. This is transparency. So within that, and I'm not saying like Donald Trump was the better candidate, right? You know, we looked at this election, it was the lesser of two evils. But I do think like more people, even though Trump is full of shit and lied and foul beggar does all the shit he does, it's almost like he tells you he's going to do it. So people like, huh? Versus, and I'm not saying Kamala lied or do shit like that, but it's like behind the scenes, is she this person? I think she missed a very important, integral part of not doing the Joe Rogan podcast. I listen to Rogan. That's the biggest podcast on earth. There's, you know, with her campaign, she should have definitely taken the time out to do that. And listening to both of the podcasts with Shannon and with the Rogan podcast with Trump, when Trump sat in there for the 3 hours, he could have been full of shit, but it seemed like he was more hanging out. He was more being himself. When I listened to the Shay Shay podcast with Kamala, it seemed to be more rehearsed. It seemed that the questions that Shannon asked were fed to him. It just seemed rather stiff. It seemed like the same old political tricks and the political jargon. That's what I saw. So, you know, and going forward, I guess in politics, if we're not taken over by the robots and AI doesn't take over, transparency is going to be key. You can't tell an old black lady on the south side of Chicago as her rent increases due to property tax hikes and she can't get a job and immigrants are everywhere. You can't have rappers dancing on stage. You can't like Tyler Perry talking on the stage. It's just not going to work. And this old black lady is going to continue to watch the movies, but she's waking up now. If you look at the vote breakdown, she got 98% of the black female vote, which means everybody voted for her. When you look at the breakdown, she got 78% of the black male vote. Now, instead of people being positive and talking about the 78%, the almost 80% of black men that voted for Kamala, they want to drag the 28% that didn't. People want to come and kick their backs in because they didn't vote. And mind you, you're not even talking about the 54% of the Hispanics that voted for Trump, right? Yeah. And, the media ran with the joke that Tony Hinchcliffe did by calling Puerto Rico a floating pile of garbage. But they saw through that. So I just think like cancel culture is now coming to an end. People are just seeing through the bullshit. And at the end of the day, we're transitioning. Listen, racism will always exist to the end of time, but what's going to take its place is classism. That's what's new on the horizon. Classism that we abide by every day. When you get on the plane, in your first class, you sit in that first class and you watch people walk by you to coach or to bid or to the Comfort Plus, and people abide by it. So we're going into classism now, and this is where we at right now in American society. And I just think the unheard voices of everybody that's poor or struggling, they cried out. And even when you look at this, when you look at the popular vote, she didn't get the votes that Biden got. It's like 20 million less votes. So there was a lot. And also too, the choosing of her, which I don't think is a bad thing, but it was almost seemed to be to me a political coup. And, they put her in position, but everybody had voted against her. Shit. It was just very, very weird. So that's my stance on it. I voted for who you voted for. I don't care. Y'all need to come to my shows. I'm going to be in Arlington at the Arlington Draft House. I will be in Arlington, Virginia at the Arlington Draft House. That's going to be, but no, before that, New York City. New York City. I'm going to be at the City Winery February 16th. That's a Sunday of Valentine's Day weekend. I'll be at the New York City Winery. And the week after that, from the 20th to the 22nd, I'll be in Arlington, Virginia at the Arlington Draft House. Y'all come out to that. If you want to see real comedy and funny, come check me out. And I'm going to put those tickets in my website. If y'all can, go to my website right now, levarwalker.me. Sign up for my email list where I will send out a blast because it's very hard to get to people on these social media platforms due to the algorithm. So go in there. I'm going to put that out and let's go. Also, too, I see the New York Attorney General. She's still trying to go after Trump, I guess, to jail him, even though he's about to be the sitting president. Is it worth it? Now, I'm not saying that anybody is exempt from crime or from any type of illegal activities, but is it worth it? Right? Like, is this attack, is this chase, or whatever he did, right? Is it worth? Do we put him in jail? What do we do? What did we do? Now, once again, like as I've said, I voted for whoever you voted for that's watching this on the other end. But what do we do? Do you jail a U.S. sitting president? And if you jail him, what does that say to the world? And if you jail him, does he still run the country from the jail where it's full of Secret Service? Do we do this? Is this what we do? I don't know. I would love to hear from some of you guys to let me know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm losing a lot of followers right now because you can't win in these types of conversations. It's a slippery slope. So I just need to know. Y'all let me know. Should he go to jail? Should he sit in the jailhouse? You know, should Diddy be freed? If they freed the Menendez brothers, shouldn't we free Diddy? Is it are we going to get to the point in America where we have to weigh crimes? I'm not saying you weren't wrong in what you did, but based on this guy's crime, yours wasn't as bad, so we need to free you too. I'm just wondering because I'm confused. I just don't know. I don't think it's in the best interest of the country to jail a U.S. sitting president. Um, and I don't think it's in the best interest of this person's job. Like, I don't really know what the deep state could come up with or what tricks, but it's just rather interesting to me. This is going to be a very interesting 4 years as I float over to the other side of 50. Um, it's going to be interesting to see. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's in here right now. Welcome back to the LeVar Walker Show podcast. Shout out to the 28 people I got there on. Uh, I got on YouTube. Shout out to my YouTube people. And shout out to my people on Facebook. I got 8 people over on Twitter watching, and it's all good. So that's just my take on this whole thing. Um, and that's just what it is. I'm just really shocked. And then, too, at the end, I believe, is it just me, or do y'all think Kamala should have came to speak to the students at Howard that were out there to see her? Um, shouldn't she have said something? I mean, they just dismissed everybody. Nothing was said. No statement was made. Is that right? Or am I just being an asshole? Is it me? I'm being an asshole and I'm just being mean by calling out troops? Hopefully, I'm not going to stay on Instagram too long because I don't even know who's watching over there. Um, so, yeah, y'all can come on in the comments. We can talk about this. Somebody says here, this is Juan Verret. I agree with much what you're stating. I'll add that Biden hung in too long and damaged us and the economy, immigration, prevail all themes. Huh. They said Kamala should have made a speech. That's an elitist mindset. DeMarcus, I'm sure I'll be in Dallas probably this summer. They give me the summer dates in Dallas when I guess no other headliners want to come. So I'm still scraping the bottom of the barrel. But it's okay though, because I'm doing my thing. Now somebody said she should have had Kirk Franklin, Yolanda Adams showcase over the Megs and Cardis. At the end of the day, black people are conservative. We don't want to twerk at the polls. Laughing face emoji. And I believe that. I really believe that. There's a large percentage of us that just chill. We don't, you know, we're not a monolith, so everybody's not ghetto and shit. So it's what it is, man. It is what it is. But this is good. Also, to rest in peace, man, to the legend Quincy Jones, man. Quincy Jones got out of here, man, at 91 years of age. What a great life. What a tremendous life that Quincy Jones lived. I even went and watched his Netflix documentary. If y'all ain't doing shit, go check out that Netflix documentary. But this man was such an icon. He's from my hometown, south side of Chicago. Just a super legend, super icon, and really put it down. I mean, just countless like hit albums and records and shit and television shows produced and just all of the history and everything he put together. Pretty much everything like heavy in black culture, Quincy Jones had a hand in, bro. Like from Fresh Prince of Bel Air to The Color Purple to Scorn movies, like just everything, man. You know what I mean? Like even Frank Sinatra, just everything. The list goes on and on. Even his daughter dated Tupac. That shit goes deep, and I'm glad he was able to check out without any scandal because we've lost so many of our heroes or our so-called heroes to scandal. So he was one mogul that checked out relatively unscathed and left here with a net worth of 600 million. That I know a lot of brothers say they won't let you leave with, they won't do this, they won't do that. But Quincy seemed to kept his nose clean, literally. And what an amazing life. Just an amazing man. Seems super cool. I wish I could have met Quincy Jones, man. I like when he got older too and shit, because he started talking shit and gossip like it's a YouTube. He's talking about Michael Jackson and rape. Oh man, I said, Ray, what are you doing? Like he had a whole thing, and it was just so cool. So rest in peace to the good brother Quincy Jones. Words cannot describe his impact on the culture. I'm gonna be honest with you. Guys, if y'all want to know when I'm coming to these different cities, DeMarcus, go to my website and sign up for my email list. And then I can tell you what cities you'll get like an updated shit in the email. I really need y'all to sign that email list so y'all will see. You know what I'm saying? Like that'll be the best way to go. Also, too, I saw like Drake had showed up at an NBA game. He was beefing with DeMar DeRozan. And that shit looked like a scene from fucking Above the Rim. It's like Drake showed up in a mink coat, like he wanted to fight DeMar DeRozan with some other dude. I mean, they was looking like Baby Powder and Assistant Pimp standing on the sidelines, and it just looked silly to me. Hopefully, Drake could get back to the music or take a break or something, but it just screamed desperation. And I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on, man? And Drake, you got too much money for that shit. You got to call me, bro. You say come to the Altria Theater. How many of the Altria Theater hold, Travis? Let me know. I'm gonna get to Phoenix too. I'm gonna get to Phoenix. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to put something together for Phoenix this week. I'm gonna get to Phoenix. I'm gonna get to Detroit. I got New York, Arlington, Virginia. We're gonna get to Phoenix. We're gonna get to Detroit. I'm gonna be back in Dallas. I'm coming back home to Chicago. And also I'm gonna put something together for New Orleans. So we gonna yeah, I mean, it's wild. 4 years of a person with a felony. That's interesting, but the law with it, we got all these laws and shit. They never made it against the law. I guess for a president can have a felony. I don't know. It's weird. This shit is all bonkers to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 65 years old, and I'll be honest with you, at 65 years of age, living in 2024, this shit is just like I don't even understand the landscape that I'm in. Like I don't even understand the attitude of the people. I was raised in a time where, parents passed out ass whippings, and I was raised in a time where they told you sticks and stones will break your bones, but words will never hurt you. So I was raised in a different time. Like I was raised in a time where people actually had talent. Like talent was like a prerequisite to fame. And now it's not. Now everybody's famous, which means nobody's famous. So we are just the times are very, very strange. I really don't know what to do. I don't even know how to function sometimes. So it's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. I see some of y'all have tuned in. If you have tuned in and you didn't get to the beginning of this is pre-recorded. It'll be up on all the sites that you guys are on. But This shit is wild out here, man. Okay, they need to take the court. Yeah, they should. They should. If you've been a felony, fuck it. All felons should be able to work jobs, get apartments. It don't matter. We have a felon president. I am in unanimous agreement that every felon should be able to get the same treatments as our president. I'm in unanimous agreement with that. I don't. I like. I totally agree. If the laws are fair, that is what would happen. Felons should be able to vote. If we have a felon president, like we literally got a rapper in the White House for real. This nigga Trump is Young Thug, bro. Like it's wild to me. Like every allegation, everything he's been through, the lawsuits, he even got shot at. This nigga got shot at in the ear. He's going back forth to corporate jail. He got like 5 or 6 baby mamas. Listen, like if you didn't see him and you just wrote this, like he likes to live in gold castles and fly the most exotic shit. He got a model wife. If you didn't see him and I just wrote what he was, you'd be like, boy, this nigga ass president is off the hook. This is what we would say. Literally. And he felt like it's crazy to me. Teflon Don. I'm gonna tell you, one of the greatest victories ever. We've saved America. We've saved it. Ah, this shit is wild. Attention is a disorder, but attention, that's what Quetta May say. Quetta May, god damn, they don't make that name no more, baby. Shout out to Quetta May. And yes, Quetta, I am 65 years of age, ma'am. Please respect my age. Okay. I'm a 65-year-old man. And I'm gonna tell you something, Quetta. Attention, we are in an attention economy where the only thing that matters is actual attention. That's all they compete for. They want to extract your attention. They want to know your thoughts, your dreams. They want to know your next moves. And they need this attention so people can sell you shit. So that's the economy that we're in. What you talking about lies? I'm 65, sir. And I don't appreciate y'all age shaming. I will not tolerate that. I'm not going to tolerate it. We still over here on Instagram. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, say something. I don't even know if I could see the people on IG, which is interesting. Which is interesting. Ain't nobody on that. Like, I can't even. That shit is wild. Like, why I can't even see nobody over here on IG? That's some crazy shit. But anyway, I'm a ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Are you a man or a ma'am? I don't know. Thank you, DeMar. DeMarcus says I look terrible for 65. I would agree with that. I've had a rough life. I deal with depression a lot. So thank you for saying that. I hope that makes you feel like a big fucking person, sir. Are you happy now that you hurt my feelings? Huh? You feel big? Did you grow after you said that and hurt my feelings? Shout out to DeMarcus. So Giles, you a woman? I don't know. I don't know what nobody is now. I'm a old lesbian. I'm a lesbian man. So you know what I mean? But I respect you. I respect the people. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of that, I know I'm talking about strange times we're living in. I just did a video earlier today, and I was talking about kids not going outside, but really being outside. So my son is really deep off into Fortnite. I mean, this shit is crazy. And we were out somewhere. My son goes, man, Dad, I gotta be back by 6:30. I'm like, why? There's a live Fortnite event. I'm like, okay. So I bring him back. He get on the game. Shit is going crazy. Snoop Dogg doing a concert in the game with Ice Spice. And my son is in this game. And, he could put a skin on. The skin is like, like he could be Spider-Man, he could be X-Man, he could be this character called Peely. He could be any one of these characters, and he had his skin on, and he's just running through the streets of New York. But there are millions of other kids live on this game at the same time from literally all over the world. And Snoop Dogg was in that bitch doing a concert, and the concert was actually going on in Times Square. This shit was ridiculous. Like we never had no shit. Could you imagine, like back in the '80s, if we could all play Super Mario Brothers together? Like my gosh, man, that's crazy. Real talking T, Kimmy Love from Detroit. I'm gonna be getting out to Detroit. I'm putting something together for that too. I'm gonna get my ass back out to Detroit. So shout out to Kave Abasi. Kave Abasi. But this is good, y'all. I don't have shit else to talk about. I just really wanted to come in here and talk about this whole election and my thoughts and people being surprised that Trump won. I wasn't really surprised. It looked like we already went through this same play when Hillary won. So I was shocked that other people were surprised, to be honest. But you met my friend Bruce. Tell Bruce at the start on I said what up. Oh yeah, I'll be back in Birmingham too. I gotta call Bruce. I'm glad you reminded me. I gotta call Bruce tomorrow to put something together in that little closet he booked me in to perform in. It don't hold no more than like 70 people, but fuck it. It's what it is. Till we can get these podcast numbers up and I'm really juking, as they would say. I'm really juking, baby. Let me see what else is going on while y'all here. I should just turn into a streamer. Like that's the new shit. Like I just sit up here like I do some casting that shit. Like I just holler. This shit that'll bring like more attention. I have the same feeling working as you when you used to work as a pharmacist. Are you a pharmacist, Cave? Are you a pharmacist? Or you just work? Travis Allen, that's a good topic. The Chad Johnson breakup, that's real shit. So Ocho Cinco broke up with his fiance, Sherelle, um, which was wild to me. You know, speaking on that breakup, he said, I think Sherelle said she was married at the time or breaking up with her husband or cheating on her husband and going getting with Chad. And a wise old man was told me is how you find them is the way you lose them. So for the life of me, I never understood how can you even trust a woman that would cheat on her husband with you? Like she won't do that shit to you. Like, do you feel special? Like brothers got to understand, don't let your ego get in the way of what it is. And I'm not calling her a hoe or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, like, if she cheated on her husband with you, nigga, she's gonna cheat on you too. Like it's just a matter of time. So I don't know who cheated. I don't know if he was out there doing his thing and she just said, fuck it, I can't take this shit no more. I don't know. But how you find them, how you lose them, and it's no way like I would be able to trust a woman that cheated on her husband with me. I'll fuck you. But I'm not gonna listen. You ain't about to be my main fucking woman. Shit, you crazy as hell. No, 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 no. I will put you in the compartment, in the box. Like, that's all it could be. Because you can't put your emotions and heart in somebody and then that shit happens. But who knows? Hopefully, Both of them find some happiness or some shit, but you got to be careful who you wife out here as a man. Like, you have to really be careful, especially when you get older and shit. Like, I got my heart broke when I was like 17, 18. And when you get your heart busted, it kind of opens up a third eye, so you kind of see shit. It's a blessing, honestly. So you kind of see things before they happen, especially with, when you're dealing with women and shit. Like, you know. Quetta, I'm not doing that main room. I need a bigger demand because I'm not gonna come and do the main room at the Stardome, and then he gotta paper that shit out and give tickets away. It's pointless. All them niggas in there ain't selling no tickets. They selling 10 tickets to everybody else free. It's stupid. What? Somebody got what the hell happened? What's up, Josh? Y'all shout out to Josiah. Jasia, am I pronouncing that right? Jasia Mason. What about two women in Florida had beef? One went to the other house with her girlfriend, recorded and wound getting. Oh Lord, Florida. Florida is a crazy ass place, man. I don't know what's in the water. I don't know how much cocaine and drugs is infused in the tap water in Florida, but I mean, Florida is a crazy place. I like Florida is special, man. You hear the most odd shit coming out of Florida, just shit you wouldn't even believe. They can't even they just need to do a whole show about Florida. You either call that shit Florida Man or the Florida Show, because the Florida stories is insane. And then it was live on Facebook. That's amazing to me that all that shit happened on Facebook, but if I say the wrong word, they shut my whole page down. That's crazy. Now, Joshua, where you calling from? Where you from? Are you in Florida too? Florida is definitely another dimension. Oh, shout out to Cincinnati. Cincinnati, that's what a great place, a great city. She's king. Yes, Florida is definitely another dimension. People be losing their mind. Remember the people on bath salts? I don't know if y'all remember this, but one time in Florida, like people was eating bad. They was getting high off bath salts and literally turning into fucking zombies and just eating other people. This was happening in Florida. It got so bad to the point where alligator saw some nigga eating somebody and just walked away. Like, I don't want none of that. Like, I typically eat humans, but not him. Like, Florida's wild. David Harvey, what up, bro? Oh, it's all good, man. I'm gonna be back home, bro. I'm gonna try to put something together at the what's that joint? What's that thing in Hyde Park? The Purgatory? What do they call it? What they call it, David? I'm gonna put a show together over there. You pull up at that one. Is it the Purgatory? Something in Hyde. What's the thing in Hyde Park? Tell me what that thing is, David. I'm gonna put a show together over there. Everybody can pull up. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Florida is different, guys. Well, I'm about to wrap this up because y'all ain't talking about shit, and I'm ready to go. Now I'm getting tired. I can't even find Russell Simmons accused to take him back to court. Russell is not coming back to the U.S. If I'm Russell Simmons, I'm telling y'all to kiss my ass. Yeah, I'm not coming back over there. If I'm in a country where there's no extradition, I'm gonna sit and do yoga, and y'all can take them warrants and just shove them because I'm not coming. They are not about. They're not about the Diddy Russell Simmons. He's smart. He's not coming back here. There's no way. I can't even see him touching U.S. soil again. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. Morale is definitely low, guys. Definitely low. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm ready to go. And this has been another great episode. What you guys thought about this episode so far? What'd you think about it, guys? Listen, do me a favor. All of you, go to my website, levarwalker.me, and please, you scroll down the site, sign up for my email list. I need your information because I can't get to you, most of you, when I have shows through this algorithm. So I really need the give me your emails. Let me know what city you're in so I can come and deliver the word. Because I'm a comedian pastor, but I'm full of shit. Yes, the promontory. I'm calling that shit the purgatory. But the promontory, I'm gonna come on, I'm gonna run a play and put something together, man. You can pull up to that. You know what I'm saying? So it's what it is, man. You just got the alert now that I'm on live, bro. This shit is wild. This shit is. I'm gonna have to pay to get on live now. Shit is ridiculous. Well, anyway, guys, I'm about to check out. Listen, it's always been a plum pleasing pleasure to talk to each and every one of you guys. I'm here every week, Wednesday at about 8ish, sometimes 8:30. Who knows? But every week, every Wednesday, man, this has been another episode of LeVar Walker Show Podcast. I will see you guys next week. Also, stay tuned. Sometimes I might just pop up during the middle of the week. Who knows? I can do what I want to do because all this shit is mine. This is my studio that I own. As Shannon Sharp says, I am the sole proprietor of this podcast. All my fucking equipment. I don't have to pay nobody no $150 for the hour. So I might just pop up random, but typically every Wednesday, 8 p.m., guys. Thank you. Good night. God bless. Also, Kava, go look on YouTube. I put a lot of stand ups up. Look at my YouTubes, guys, not just the one of me making Kevin Hart crying laughing. I did that shit 12 years ago. I think, yeah, 12 going on 13 years ago. Go look at some newer stand up clips. I'm a lot better than I was 12 or 13 years ago. And we're going to get it popping. So, hey, listen, peace to you all. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next week. This has been another episode of the LeVar Walker Show podcast. I'm out.